Okay, let's jump into the very first section of this high SMV photos. And the very first thing is 2 golden rules of any of the dating platform. And why I've added specific word any is because it doesn't matter which platform it is. It's just a hair tweak little bit in the algorithm that a guy can text, a guy cannot text, a girl have to initiate the message, right? Basic few settings of additional information like your personal stuff, your hobbies and all that stuff, and maybe some video aspect, maybe some GIF. Things are normally kind of same. It's just tweaking here and there a little bit. Doesn't matter. But the core, we are talking about the core, because if you understand the core, you'll just take any platform, literally any platform, and do all this stuff, and you'll get the results, right? So the very first thing that you want to do is you want to portray your SMV as high as possible, right? Girls do it all the time, by the way. Now, SMV can be portrayed in multiple ways. And there are actually 3 ways to be precise. First is lick pics, which you're talking about. Then the bio, which we will be talking about, and we have a little bit talked about also. And the third is your texting. Okay. So these are the 3 elements which will be portraying your SMV. Majorly your pics. Second is your bio. And if you are able to text properly, which comes with the point of this, that there is a congruency into your profile. What I mean by that is that your pics, your bio, and your texting is giving out a same type of personality. It's not that like 19-20 difference is going to be fine, that the pictures is little 20 and then you're acting like a 19, even let's say 18, which is perfectly fine, ta chalega. But if you're like acting like 5 to 20, 8 to 20, then it's a huge difference. It's not going to work out. So there should be a congruency, and you should understand the type of girl that you're talking to in the dating app. It's a pretty important stuff, right? So basically a little bit of the blueprint that I'm talking about, which you'll be able to find only via texting. There's nothing you can do while just checking out her pics in your bio, right? So now let's jump into the second thing, which is the 3 principles of taking good pictures. As we have told, and I've already told you, and you already know, the picture is the most important part of this. So, and you want to have a good picture. So now what are the 3 principles for it is? Your picture should be of the good quality. You should look good in it, and it should be natural and not posed. Now it may seem pretty common sense to you, but no, the thing is, like, common sense are not common practice. So I want you to just focus a little bit on these common sense activities and practice it in your profile, right? So let me deep dive into it, what exactly in the particular section I'm talking about. So let's talk about the good quality first. The only thing that you have to consider about the good quality is it should not be having any grains or pixelations, right? Now examples are this. So if you can see the very first picture, by the way, there are a lot of other elements that I want to talk about this picture, but the major focus is the grains coming into the picture. It basically comes because of the low ISO. Because of the low, if the lighting is not proper and the ISO is not high, if it's low, then it just throws out a lot of grains. Now, okay, if it's getting too technical, don't worry about that stuff. You don't have to understand the technical stuff about the camera. The second thing that I want to mention is check out the background, guys. Right, there are a lot of multiple vehicles are there, buildings are there, lightings are there, like chaotic environment, not able to focus on the guy. So the guy should be the center of attraction, like should be on the center, should be well focused, and that's why I say always use kind of blur effect a little bit in not all the pictures, but for like initial 1 or 2 pictures, that would be great, right? And if you're gonna notice, the dress is not that great. It's a mirror selfie, which is strict no. I'll talk about that in later section. And the crazy part is it's not aesthetically pleasing, obviously. And the frame, you can see the head is say upper, there is a huge distance. It needs to be cropped properly. So this picture is no. In the second, the guy is a IT guy, supposedly, and it's pretty obvious, yes. That's not a problem that he's wearing a badge. Actually, Why are you wearing it is my question. You should not, by the way, but it's okay, chalega. The main problem that I am having with this is, again, the lighting is not proper because of that pixelations, and the grains are coming, and again the background is little tilted, the door is there, it's not giving the vibe. Third example, in this, the guy must be in the nightclub. He's drinking his drink, wearing poor clothes. By poor, I mean, like, it's like loose, not fitting him properly, not great. But the important part here is you cannot see even his face. Like, what do you want to show here? That you're drinking, some drink in it's not even looking like a club, but I'm assuming it's a club. So it's a no. Lighting requires to be proper. Last, see, I think this guy have taken this as a selfie, yes, and it's like a dance event going on. But the problem here is with it's super blur, the entire picture. It's pixelated, it's grainy, his expressions are not proper, and it's not giving me any information about this guy, so nah. Right? So now we have talked about what comprises a good quality picture. Simple, it should not be grainy and pixelated. Now, what is the tool that you will be needing to get those pictures is a DSLR or a good phone. So if you're using a DSLR, every photo should not be of this DSLR. 1 or 2 should be of the good phone. And it will balance out. Like, it will give you a natural vibe, which is the third point we'll be covering. Right? Few of the phones are like iPhone, high-end Samsung, OnePlus, or Google Pixel. Now the thing is, if you don't have DSLR, then you must be having a phone, right? And if you don't have these kind of phone which gives a good quality picture, then you can ask your friend for a DSLR or the phone. Now, not an issue. Let's say even if your friend doesn't have any of these 2 elements, then you can go and you just rent DSLR for a day, because your shoot is just going to be taking 1 day max, if the strategy to do that is proper. Right? So as simple as that. Now let's talk about the good lighting part. Let's say even if you have the tool, but the thing is, if the lighting is not that great, tool will be of no use, literally of no use. So there are 2 elements in the day and in the night that you can get the good lighting, and I'll tell you exactly how. So in the day, there is something called a golden hour, right? So golden hour is basically 2 period of day. It comprises around an hour, right? One is just after the sunrise and one is just before the sunset, right? Almost it's a window of 1 to 1.5 hours, but I've just taken as 1 to 2 hours because you will be going there, changing your clothes, and maybe using any prop or something like that. So I've just added few extra, like 30 minutes to 45 minutes, so that you'll be there on time and you will utilize the most out of it. And trust me when I say 2 hours, it's super more than sufficient, because in that 1 hour you can literally take 150 to 200 pictures. I'll talk about also that how you can use all the poses and all the clothes that you have and merge them and get the most out of your photo shoot in the later section. So this is about this. So why these kind of pictures comes out good is because the color is first of all natural. The light is super amazing when the sun is maybe rising or maybe about to set. Like, there is a orangish reddish color in the sky, and it just gives a amazing natural vibe. Plus the light is not that harsh or not that low, right? So it's a perfect time to get a shoot done. I'll show you some example. See the guy, superb picture. Like, it's, again, as I say, the background should be blurred, the focus on the guy. Now don't you think that you will swipe right on this guy? Well, I'll do, even if I'm not gay, right? So it's beautiful. These golden hours is like superb, amazing time, right? So that's all for the day section. Now let's jump into the night section. So in the night section, you want to go where there is a beautiful light setup in the background, right? I'll show you some examples here. Okay, so as you can see, it's a restaurant and there's an amazing light in the background. Same here, if you can see here like this. It's a cafe. That's actually more than restaurant. Cafes are the best place, because generally they have that high status vibe. The architecture is proper, the interior designing is well, like it's amazing. It's designed in such a way that people meet and maybe work, and so lighting is great. So I will recommend, rather than going to a restaurant, go to a cafe. Again a cafe, and then again a restaurant. So I would recommend you go for the cafe wala part. Now the neon light, I'll show you some examples here. I'm telling you, these pictures comes out super amazing. It just gives you amazing vibe, and it's just mind blowing. Right? See, right now, Church Street Social had these kind of setup, but now I'm not sure because of the lockdown. I don't know what's happening with their business. If I'll get to know one in the Bangalore, I'll let you know for sure. Now, where to find these places? It's super simple. You go to a cafe or a restaurant, preferably cafe, or a pub or a club, and you'll get it done. If you're tight on budget, then you don't have to spend too much. You just get there maybe before time if there is an entry barrier or an entry fee, or just get small like quantity of food, maybe a small dish, maybe a french fries or something like that. Totally up to you. So why I'm mentioning that is because just for the sake, if there's a guy who is like tight on budget, mostly people who comes in the online dating and pickup community, they are not that tight on the budgets, and that's why they are aiming for the high end lifestyle that they're looking for, or the choices of the girls they want to hang out with. So just for the sake of few exceptions, I'm just sharing it. So best city to find these kind of places is always tier 1 cities. They're like abundance of cafes, clubs, and all these places. Super amazing place, and you can get the shoot done here. In tier 2, yes, you can get it done, but I would not recommend that in the night. In the day, yeah, it's super simple. You can get it done. I'll even talk about the places for the day, so you will understand what I'm talking about, right? Now, the most important thing to understand in the night is that you not get the raccoon eyes. Here it is. Here it looks like. So now what exactly is the raccoon eyes is, it happens due to light. So in daytime, what happens, the light is like equally distributed, and it's not gonna make these kind of raccoon eyes. In night, what happens is artificial light. And if the light is above your head, it falls down, and because of the eyelash, the area is going to be a little dark. You don't want these, right? It makes you a little depressive and not that well lit person. Most preferably, the light should be coming from an angle of 45 to your face, directly to your face. If it's not coming, then just check out if you are getting raccoon eyes. Don't get that picture. Just eliminate that. Simple as that. I'll be going for a shoot, so I'll be talking about the list of the places that you can go in Bangalore. So I'll make another video for that. Not an issue for that. Now, we have talked about a good quality picture, the tools and the lighting. Let's say even if you don't get the desired quality picture, then you can use a lot of apps. One is Snapseed, or another is Lightroom by Adobe. All you need to do is just like simple edit, maybe color corrections, little bit of contrast change, little bit of grayscale change, and nothing much, nothing fancy here. Maybe if it's an outdoor, then change the color of the sky to look it more amazing. So nothing more than that. I'll make a tutorial for how to use Snapseed or a Lightroom. It's available on Play Store. You can download and start playing with that if you want. Having said that, we have covered the good quality picture sections. Now let's jump into the look good section, right? Even if the quality is good, if you're not looking good, it's not going to work out. So let's keep in mind how we can look good. So you want to avoid having some weird facial expressions when you're getting the shoot done. I'll show you an example. This guy looks a little pissed, and also the lighting is not that great. It's not about his face itself. He could have little smile would not harm him, right? I don't know what this face is. It's nah. Why on earth you wanna put these kind of picture, man? Like, why? You're looking for like Atma or something to match with you? I don't know. You wanna scare the girl, or like what exactly you're trying to do? Strict no, right? You should not have poor posture, right? So now see, let me show you this guy. This guy is kinda above average in an Indian society. I would say decent looking guy, fair complexion, the beard is well trimmed, hairstyle is like little too much, but yeah, it's okay. Though his clothing is not that great. But the thing that I want to mention here is same guy, if you can see Jitendra 25, 9 miles, same guy is putting another picture with the poor body language. It's coming from a very distance. His eyes are not visible because he is wearing a thick glass. He's wearing some baggy clothes. It's not that great, right? You don't want that. I'll talk about the body posture also later. Now, bad outfit. First of all, the guy is kind of pissed. I don't know why. Sunglasses on, can't see their eyes. Get some good pictures, yeah. Get some good pictures with a good outfit is what I recommend. Now, this guy is gone crazy, like off the limits. Untrimmed beard. It's like a Wolverine. Even Nick Wolverine had some trimmed hair. With the style, but it's not what you want. Get the grooming done. No sweating. So let's say if you sweat, just wear one layer of something like a cardigan or a jacket or anything which covers up your t-shirt or a shirt sweats. So you don't want that. You should not put these kind of pictures in your profile. Now the last is you should not try hard to look cool a little bit, right? So this guy doesn't go with that personality of a rider and then fuck you attitude. I don't give a fuck, and plus it's pixelated, but it's not congruent with his personality which is coming up, right? So you don't want that also. At the end, you should be clearly visible. As I've already told you, use the blur effect. So basically in the camera itself you have it, in the phone itself you have it, in the portrait mode, and if it's not there, then using an app like a Snapseed and Lightroom will do the work, not an issue. Now let me show an example. See, this is the same guy, and the picture is taken within like a minute time frame, right? Same lighting, same camera, same guy. But in one picture, he's like a little bit of smirking. It's not proper smile. He's looking down. It doesn't look sure. It looks timid and shy. But in the other one, he's look sharp. He's look blunt. He's look bold, and like he have a piercing eye contact, which should be your aim. So at the end, main things to focus in the you should look good section is focus on your eyes and smile, which comprises of facial expression, which is the most important. Then look for the body language, because it tells about your personality, that how comfortable you are in your skin, how comfort you are with the environment. It talks a lot about that stuff, and your ability to carry the clothes and the style. Right? These are just 3 things that you need to focus on to get the good picture. Now let's jump into the third section, which is your picture should look natural and should not look posed by any ways. You're not a model, right? You're just looking for a girl on the dating app. So things to keep in mind: get the pictures in outdoor. Exception is night. In the day, just go out in that golden hour and get the shoot done. Get at least 300 to 500 pictures done. And I'll share the hack in the coming up videos. So the more it looks like that you didn't took the picture on purpose, the better. It should look like that you're living your life and just some person took your picture. You're just living. For this, take as many as picture in the same outfit as I've already talked about. Now see this. The guy is, like you can see typically, it's a little bit posed. You cannot see the energy properly, right? But in the next one, the picture is pretty natural. He's just looking, this girl passing by and somebody clicked it and it's looking good. Same guy, same t-shirt, I would say same day. This was the later part of the day, and same clothes. Everything is same, right? So you would want that. So that sums up the important part of 3 principles of taking good pictures. So far you've understood that how you're going to take a good picture, right? But you don't know what are those pictures that you need to take. So in the next section, we will be talking about what are those high value pictures that you will be taking to get your profile sorted. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.